It was all over the place, but I would say, I mean, for the most part, they did not have all the songs. That's for certain. They were kind of writing all along throughout the entire process, and this process ended up taking, I mean, from the time I met them, like I say, it was probably almost a year before we actually did Every Other Word, and then over the course of another year, basically, we would go into the studio and record. And they had, we're working on a limited budget like most bands are these days, and so they wanted to just kind of spread the whole process out a little bit. And so, we would go in and they'd write a couple songs, and then we'd go in and record them and kind of get them done, and then maybe a month or 2 months later we'd do a couple more. No, no, not that we recorded. There was at least one song that I remember that ended up getting completely reworked, and that was a song that basically became a song called "Keep Me in the Dark."
Okay.
And if I remember correctly, that one was just kind of they did a demo of that one, and that was literally the one time, that was the time they sent me a demo, and I was like, this is not that good. I really think you guys can do a lot better than this. It was I don't know, it reminded me of, it was cornier than they are, and I told them, I was like, I've liked everything you guys have done, I think I really understand generally what you guys are going for, but this is a song that if I ever heard it, I would turn it off immediately. Not really. I mean, we were always tinkering and adding things here and there. More often than not, I had to mute a lot of stuff when I mixed the songs, which is common. I mean, you tend to overstack stuff when you're recording, I think, a lot of times, and then when I would mix them, I'd have usually it'd be months before I would mix the tune, or in many cases it was months or at least weeks before I would mix the tune that we were recording, and then I have some perspective, and then I can say, all right, what, this is overkill here, and this is clouding stuff up here. We added 7 synth parts here that didn't need to be here, so you trim some of the fat out then,